Place the game board in the middle of the table and the chieftain on one of the square corners of its walkway, which is the outer line of the grid. Each player chooses a color and places the corresponding piece with number 0 face up on the 060 space of the scoring track.
Depending on the number of players, they receive a certain amount of building blocks.
Players must pair their building blocks so that each group is composed of one neutral and one colored building block, and place them in front of themselves, clearly visible to other players. The remaining block in your color is going to be placed first.
During your turn, you must place a building block of your color, or a neutral one.
Move the chieftain up to 4 spaces along its path. When building, apply the following rules. Blocks can be placed anywhere inside the 8x8 grid. Different blocks can touch each other.
You have to use one block from your own stock in each turn. Once you are done placing your block, you must move the chieftain along its walk path by 1, 2, 3 or 4 spaces.
Once you're done with it, check which colored blocks the chieftain can see in a straight line. All players whose building blocks are in the chieftain's sight, regardless of distance and level, are given penalty points.
Penalty points are given as follows. 1 visible square on the first level costs a player 1 penalty point, 2 on the second level, 3 on the third, and so on.
The grid is divided into 4 quadrants, and if the chieftain stops on one corner of the walk path, it checks the corresponding quarter from above. Every player with colored building blocks that the chieftain can see is given 1 penalty point per surface.
If the chieftain is moved to a space from where it's not able to see any colored building blocks, nothing happens, and the next player continues with the game.
Once every player has played their last block and the pueblo is complete, the chieftain takes its last lap around it.
Use the corresponding tile to mark its starting space, whether the chieftain is currently standing. And starting from the next square in clockwise direction, check every square to see whether any penalty point need to be issued.
The game ends when the chieftain is back on the tile, checking again if any points need to be dealt. At the end of the game, the player with the least points is the winner.